Hi guys, this is Primus here from Primus Cloud Solutions. Just a quick demo here for you this week. So it's a fast tip I want to show you on how to create machines, on how to create laptops. I call it laptops on your just through a web browser. I want to create a Windows laptop right here. So it's an instance, it's called an EC2 instance in the AWS language. So this is all about cloud computing, guys. I just want to show you some of the tips, some of the things that you can do with AWS or with cloud computing in general. It's a beautiful world to be in. Small and medium-sized companies, entrepreneurs who want to just test their applications or just run something simple and see if it works, they can jump in here and do it even for free, as we have free tier all along for a year for those who sign up with AWS. Azure and Google also have free tier, and you can sign up for that. So let's log in here to the console. I'm going in with this email, and I'm logging into the console. So we are right in the console. This is where the magic happens, guys. There is a whole lot of services here that you can use to run your business. Any kind of IT service, you get it in here. There's compute, there is storage, there's networking, there's databases, there is machine learning, there are developer tools, how to build an application. There are application integration tools, there's security and identity management, there's just a whole lot of analytics and all of these. So these are some of the services that you will get on the cloud if you decide to migrate to the cloud. And here, let me show you how to quickly run instances. When I say instances, I simply mean servers, machines. So you can get on here, go to EC2, and you launch an instance. What kind of instance do I want to launch? I want to launch a Windows instance. These are Amazon Linux machines. There are all types of templates. So Amazon machine images are just templates that have already pre-made or pre-built softwares, like maybe servers, Windows servers, and all of these already available for you to use. So I want to do a Windows server. Let's do a Windows machine, and this one, let's just select this one, and it's free tier, so you can use the free tier one for up to 12 months, and it will be telling you the amount of storage and space you can use and CPU utilization and all of that in emails. So let's quickly go in and choose an instance type. There are so many instance types. There's the micro instances, general purpose instances, compute optimized for those with large workloads that need a lot of compute optimization. There's FPGA instances, machine learning type of instances for those who are running machine learning models, and memory optimized for workloads like big data and the rest. So there's just a whole lot of instances. What we want to choose here is just the general purpose, which is free tier, just to test this. And what number of instances do you want? What number of machines? So I can launch up to even 100 machines right here. Right, these are 100 laptops that I could run, but let's just do one for now, just for demo purposes. And this is a virtual private cloud, so you can create your network. You can define a network for yourself, and then define subnet to where you want this application to be running, and in what availability zone you can decide to choose or leave it that way. You can auto assign a public IP address. You can use what is already there. So there's a whole lot of things you can do right here. I'll just leave it like this for now at the defaults tabs, and we continue. You can add storage. This is adding volumes, right? You can add EBS volumes here. That's elastic block store for your workloads, to store your workload. So we're adding 8 gigabytes here, and it's general purpose SSD that we're adding. So you can decide to add or leave it as is, and you continue. You can also add tags here. What environment are you working in? The environment is production, for example. You can say the environment is production, and you're good to go. And then you configure security, right? You configure a security group. What security do you want? Let's do HTTP. I want to open this application to the internet so that people can come in through port 80, and the whole internet can be able to view this if it were just a web application. So I'll review this, and they are warning me that, hey, you've opened it, the security group is open to every IP address out there, and I'm confirming that, hey, yeah, I know it's mine. So I would need to define a key pair that I'm using. This is kind of a public and a private key that you get. I created this before. You can create a new one here. This is for security purposes. No one else can access this machine except you, except you have that private key that is defined here. Now let's launch this machine. The machine is launching. It's already launched, guys. So we've we've simply put on a laptop. This is, I call it a laptop that we're putting on. So it's pending. It will be running in a moment. So we can just be refreshing and saying, waiting to see it in action, to see AWS in action, to see cloud computing guys in action. So we've taken barely five, not even up to 5 minutes to create a to buy a laptop, call it, to order a laptop, get it up and running, and you can run in and shut it down anytime you want without any charges, right? Because this is free tier. If you are still under the free tier, AWS offers the first 12 months for free for those who want to just try things out. So this machine is running. You see the state, the instant state here has changed to running. It was still processing. Now it's running. Though it will take some time for us to be able to connect to this machine, but in the meantime you can download the remote desktop file here. This is it, I've downloaded, and be able to connect to this machine, guys. So we will be able to connect to this machine in a moment. We can't find it, there will be an error because the machine is still processing, right? So it needs a password. To get the password, you need to, you know, to get a password, you need to decrypt the private key. I told you you could not connect to this machine except the private key was available. So we need to decrypt or decrypt the private key. And to do that, this machine needs to run for like 5 minutes so that we can decrypt it. I would let it run for 5 minutes, and hey guys, welcome back. I think this should be ready to go. Let's see if we can be able to decrypt. Yay, we're able to decrypt this key. And so we want to get a password from it. Let's check if we can be able to go to our Primus key pair. The Primus key pair is not this one. It's a different key pair. Let's see if we can be able to figure out where that key pair is located. Give us a moment here. So I want to look for where that key pair is downloaded. Primus key pair. We just want to have a password. We want to get a password to be able to log into that instance. Oh, yeah, this is the key pair. So we get the key pair up. This is, the key pair, the private key pair. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff here. We want to decrypt it. So we've decrypted it and we have this password. I'll copy it and go back to the machine, to the desktop that we opened up earlier. And we can put this password. This is the password we just copied. And if you want to remember it, you remember it. And hey, you're able to log into your system. This is a laptop we've created. This is a Windows machine. You see, we are opening it up here, and you're able to have a machine right in front of you in less than 10 minutes. I mean, this could be 100 machines that you've launched in less than 10 minutes, guys. So there's a whole lot. You can do your work on this machine. You can run whatever however you want to run. This machine is just booting up. So you see, it's a brand new laptop you've bought for yourself with everything ready to go. You have the internet, everything, so you can just set this up and begin to work on this. I just wanted to quickly demo this, and next week we'll be demoing other things that you can do with the AWS console or with cloud computing in general. This was just one little thing that I wanted to show you quickly. Uh, as far as cloud computing is concerned. Once you're done with your work and you're hey satisfied, maybe if you were just testing something out, that's fine. You can test that out and go back and terminate this machine. So I'm terminating this machine right away, and boom, it's shutting down. I have nothing to worry about, no cost, nothing. I've tested out things, and if they didn't work, fine, I'm shutting it down. And this is just a quickie. Primus here from Primus Cloud Solutions, and I'm saying goodbye. See you again next week.